up, sports fans? We are back with another episode of True Sports with MK. I'm your host, yours truly, MK, and we are back with another episode. Welcome back, ladies and gents. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing? We are back with another episode. I hope you guys tuned in to last episode where we talked about Brittney Griner playing in the WNBA. She is back, guys. If you haven't tuned into it, please do, because it's lit and it is a good episode. You hear me? You hear me? But on this episode, we're going to be talking about the Warriors versus the Lakers in the second round of the NBA playoffs. I told y'all last episode we're going to be talking about it, so let's get right into it. As we can see, guys, the Lakers are not the same team they were last year or the beginning of this season. They have came out playing magnificent basketball at the end of that stretch of this regular season to knock out the number 2 seed Memphis Grizzlies to make it to the second round, where they had to wait to see who they were playing up against, which it looks like is the Golden State Warriors. They knocked out the Kings last night by 20 points, also with Curry scoring 50 points, y'all. 50. I don't know what it was. It must have been Game 7 energy, but he came out on fire. Now, the Lakers have for sure been a different team since LeBron James came back healthy, as well as AD. They both combined has scored over 50 points per game in this last stretch of the regular season. The Lakers had the 5th best net rating in the NBA during the end of that regular season stretch. And we also cannot forget about their role players and their bench coming into play. You had Austin Reeves as well as Rui Hachimura, who came out playing magnificent for the team. Rui Hachimura is the one who caught my eye. The beginning of when he got traded, you know, he still had to get adjusted. He was doing a little this and that. People thought it was a stupid trade. But now, as we can see, guys, that was the best trade Rob could have did for the Lakers. You hear me? He done came out, scored about 25 points, was shooting the 3 lights out. I haven't seen him shoot the 3 like that in this whole season. He came in the playoffs, said, hey, I'm going to do it. I'm going to knock him down every time. You feel me? So Rui Hachimura, you have been a great contribute to the team, as well as Austin Reeves. Come on, boy. LeBron James always keeps him a hitter. A white hitter at that, y'all. He always keep him a white boy that's going to be knocking the lights out, playing good defense, and just playmaking from themselves to get their own buckets. You know, he always got one that can score on their own and sometimes don't need LeBron James to do it for him. And that's Austin Reeves, boy. He coming off the bench doing it, even sometimes starting in a starting lineup. He's doing whatever he needs to get that team far and get LeBron James to that championship ring. And I understand it. That's the king. I'd be doing the same thing if I was on the team with that guy. You feel me? Looking at how the team is playing right now and how they played after the trades, as well as after the trades and after everyone has came back healthy, it kind of looks like the Lakers were under siege just because of personal issues as well as health and injuries. So it looks like if the team is healthy, they could possibly go far, ladies and gents. I'm just saying. It looks like they are going far, but you cannot knock out this Warriors team. Come on now. They are the reigning champs. Everybody talking about the Warriors like they not the ones who just won last year. You feel me? Like, I know the Kings was a big one, but they are reigning champs coming in. And everybody ain't got to put some respect on their name. That's what Steph Curry had to tell y'all coming out in Game 7 with 50 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. Who he thought he was? Russell Westbrook getting rebounds like that? Come on, Steph. I see you, my guy. And with that 50 points, no one has ever scored over 50 points in a Game 7 game. If you could have got one more, Steph, you would have made another history moment, my guy. You would have had another history moment if you would have scored one more shot, just one, even a free throw. You would have been the first player to score over 50 points in a Game 7. You feel me? Now, with Steph Curry, everyone knows it's hard to guard Steph Curry. Everyone knows it as far as how much running you're going to have to do to guard Stephen Curry, and I feel like after watching that matchup with the Lakers and Memphis, they may have Jared Vanderbilt check Steph Curry this series just because he's a very good defensive player. Long arms, can stretch, can definitely get his hand up to block a lot of shots. Hopefully don't foul though. Of course, don't foul, but he's a good defensive person to put on Stephen Curry. But you also got to look at is he gonna be able to stay with him? Because Steph and Clay go run around that court till you can't run no more. I ain't never seen them guys run that much in my life. Like, they just be going through screens. Like, just slow down, my guy. Just let me catch up to you. Let me guard your face up. Like, why you got to do all this moving around and running? But that's something that the Lakers are going to have to look out for. As well as the Memphis Grizzlies, they're a team that's going to attack the rim. The Warriors are opposite of that. They have elite shooters all around that court. Every player on that team could shoot the three, except for like their bigs and Draymond Green. He may knock one down if he take his time and he wide open. But majority of everyone on that team is knocking down the three. And with AD being a big defensive player this year as well as this season, with having about 26 blocks throughout this whole series. He had 26 blocks with that series against him in Memphis. So you see he's a dominant force and no one to play with. But the Warriors, they not taking it in the paint. They in the perimeter. They on the 3-point line. So that's something that the Lakers are going to have to adjust to. They're going to have to get out of the paint and start doing their aggressive dominant defense on the perimeter instead of being down in the paint. And that's something that AD is not really a defensive guard that far out. He's more of a paint type of defensive dominance player. So it's going to be an adjustment for him to bring that dominance on the defensive end when playing against the Warriors with them being spread out and mostly out on the 3-point line. So I would love to see how they adjust to that because, hey, it's going to be something. As well as they got to watch out for Kevin Looney and Draymond Green, who Draymond is a scrappy, aggressive, what should I call it? A very aggressive player and is going to nag you type of guy. A little bit like Dylan Brooks, but not so much of the talking and not a lot of action. You feel me? But that's what they're going to have to look out for Draymond. Like Kevin Looney, he played great that game 7 with 21 rebounds. Like, they're going to have to put a body on him every time the ball hits the rim because he's trying to get that board no matter who's down there. 21 rebounds? Golly, man, you was going crazy. Would Steph 8? Like, that team was on fire in that game 7, which you had to be. Win or go home. Go to the next round or go home. So completely understand the hunger and urgency of the Warriors getting that dub in game 7 Sunday evening. The Warriors attempted the most 3-point shots out of anybody in the league right now. So that they have to watch Steph. They have to watch Steph. And one thing LeBron said in their practice on Monday was that you got to be super duper locked in. You can't make a mistake. You just can't. You make a mistake or they'll make you pay. It's literally that simple. Some teams that I've played in my career that's had that notion on you, and they're one of them. They're right there at the top along with some of those great San Antonio Spurs teams. If you make a mistake, they make you pay. And that's one thing the Warriors are going to do. You leave one open. You don't get back on defense. They not running trying to get one to the paint. They on the 3-point line ready to dagger that thing. So that's something that the Lakers are going to have to be on their P's and Q's throughout this whole series. We can't have those loose ball turnovers. We can't have us not getting back on defense. They have to do all of that to be able to defeat this Warrior team. Because like I stated, they the reigning champs. Like, they ain't no ranky-dinky team that's just coming in and they first couple times in the playoffs. No, they've been there, and it's the 4th time that LeBron James and Steph Curry has met in the playoffs. So it's going to be an exciting standoff between these two soon-to-be Hall of Famers and legends because they both bring that dominance. Like, Stephen Curry is the best shooter in this league or best shooter known to man right now. And you got LeBron James, who's just a GOAT. Like you have these two going at it. And it's not for the fight for the Western Conference Finals. No, this is just round 2. This round 2 that these two ghosts are going at it. So it's like, dang, one of y'all not going to be in the finals, the Western Conference Finals. So it's just like, it's going to be a blockbuster game. Like, I just can't wait to see game 1 on Tuesday. It's going to be exciting. You feel me? And looking at the regular season, the Lakers beat the Warriors 3 times this season. Though key players were both missing each meeting, the one loss that they did take was that season opener when the Lakers was not fully there. You know, they were still adjusting, still trying to get everybody healthy. So that kind of shows you the transformation from the Lakers when they first played the Warriors throughout that whole regular season. And we're going to see how it turns out in the playoffs. Because, you know, from regular season, we all know the Lakers are different. The Warriors are different too, because at the beginning of the season, they really wasn't showing that reigning champ energy. They wasn't bringing that to the season. Down the line, they did get back. They had a couple injuries where Steph was out, where they very low in the caliber. You see, I think they're number 6 seed. So they wasn't where they was at last year, as I shall say. I feel like one thing to come is the aggressiveness of this series. This series is going to be an aggressive, greedy series. You thought the last series was greedy, but I think this is going to be that one. Because you got Draymond Green, you got Anthony Davis, and you got LeBron James, Steph Curry. They all going at it. It's gonna be intense. And I'm ready to see how it turns out. Looking at this matchup and looking how it's set, I'm going to get Lakers in Game 7. You feel me? Like, if everything goes well, I always got to say this because it's a big difference if the team is not healthy. So if the team is healthy, I have the Lakers in Game 7. If everyone can stay healthy, they got it in Game 7. But you always got to get that but. But if the Lakers do get a little fall, you know, someone get injured, I feel like I'm going to have to say Warriors in Game 6. If someone injured, Warriors in Game 6. If not, we got the Lakers in Game 7. You know, that's what I feel like. My initial choice is Lakers in Game 7. And I feel like between the matchup between Denver and the Suns, whoever win that's going to be the ultimate challenge for the Lakers, whoever they play against in that series. You know, that's going to tell me if they really that 1 and not that 2. In that series. Because this series right here, I feel like against the Warriors, it's an equal matchup to me. Because they both been there. They both have experience. And then they both kind of old. You know, you got to always throw the age in there, the age gap. But you got to they both have that experience. They're both up into age. But they both can play dominant basketball and like that intensity whenever it needs to be. You know, so that's something we have to look into and see. But it's an equal matchup to me in my book. And I feel like if the Lakers come out hitting the 3, D'Lo come out playing great, it may be Lakers in 7. You know, it may be Lakers in 7. Y'all comment down below and let me know what y'all think, because I'm giving y'all my input. I want to hear y'all to see what y'all thinking about, because I don't know who y'all be rooting for and who y'all teams that y'all be rocking with. So I want to know. I want to see how y'all cup of tea is. I want to know also if I got any Russell Westbrook fans out there. You know, like, I don't be hearing y'all be, oh yeah, you right about Russ. Yeah. I don't be hearing none of that. So y'all giving me the impression y'all don't fuck with my boy Russ. You know, let me know, please. And thank you. But I'm about to wrap this episode up. Please tune in to next week's episode. We're going to be talking about LSU, ladies and gents. Yes, as you can see, they got some new recruitments on the team. And as you can see, Angel Reese and Flor J, they out here living their best life after the championship win. So we go touch in with that and talk a little bit about that. So you know what I need you guys to do? I need you to like and subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Please, 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 please get me to that road to 100 subscribers. I will greatly appreciate it. Y'all getting my views up there, but ain't nobody subscribing. What y'all doing? Y'all want to hit that button? I'll show y'all how to do it. Please and thank you. But I'm your host, yours truly, MK, and I'll be back with y'all next episode. We out this thing.